Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 6th episode of Steins. And last episode was a pretty big one because we finally had our IBM 5100 and we could use it for its intended purpose. Well, our intended purpose, which is to figure out what's written in CERN's report, what they're up to. And we found out 14 articles about the Z program, which is all about traveling through time and space, time travel essentially. And from what we gathered, they've been working on it for quite a while, and they've had multiple stages. You know, stage 3 being animal testing, stage 4 being human testing, and they're currently on that stage. And they have pretty much gotten about as far as we have in regards to results, which is like jelly people. Well, we haven't had jelly people yet because we haven't moved on to that stage, but still, we have jelly time travel, and they have jelly time travel. So in that regard, we're kind of on the same foot in a way, but I'm pretty sure they have more theoretical knowledge of how this actually works. So they're probably still ahead of us. You know, on top of that, they just have more manpower, I'm sure. But in spite of all that, after Kyuu learned about all this, he's not wavering at all. He's now has this concrete goal of completing our time machine before CERN does, and changing how did he phrase it, the ruling structure or something like that. Yeah, it feels like up to this point has been kind of a prologue. You know, we've been doing research trying to figure out what's just kind of going on in general, and now Kyuu has taken all that and got a concrete goal, and we're going to move forward with it. So it almost feels like this is the real beginning of our journey as a lab. So it's pretty cool. In last episode, we also, Suzuha, she seems to have some sort of issue with Kurisu, but not our Kurisu, like a different timeline Kurisu. So, and although CERN seems to have not yet perfected their time travel, I think that only applies to our current timeline. But I'm pretty sure a future CERN does, and they probably have people here already that traveled back. You know, non-jelly people. So, Suzuha most likely is a theory that I'm running with, but there could be more. And also could be just a red herring of some sort. So I'm still trying to keep pretty open-minded for what could happen. But yeah, I think even if CERN don't already know what we're up to, it's only a matter of time before they figure it out and they make a move, which that's kind of scary to think about. But Kurisu was kind of given a bit of an out, saying you don't have to do this, you could just leave. But she's gonna stick with us, and she might regret that if a certain stabbing murder scene is to be believed. So yeah, let's see how we go with our new mission, our future gadget research lab, and our microwave, and hopefully we can make some good progress with that this episode. So, 3, 2, 1, play. I feel like that intro was a little bit lengthier than it needed to be, but it's fine. Going back to this, it is pretty cool looking. Just hope that doesn't fall down on you. Huh, timetable. Let's see what you did there. Shining finger. Always with her phone. She never puts that thing down. Okay. She has messages. Several. Those are some nice legs, yes. I mean, we could have the camera show us on the phone, but I guess that's more important. I don't disagree. That might be a bit of a complicated answer. Because I kind of suspect her of also being a time traveler, so... That definitely seemed to have freaked her out. Which would make sense if she was a time traveler. This is still kind of my theory, that Suzuha and her Shining Finger are two, opposing forces, but anyway, opening is now playing. I'm sure the reality is more complicated than that, but that's all I really got so far. As she always has her phone is very telling, because the phone seems to be a part of the time travel with the microwave, so I guess that's kind of a hint. Admittedly, again, a bit of a stretch. But she always has it and refused to let him take it, so... I don't think we got to see anything, specifics of what her messages were. I don't think. But she was communicating with someone, that's for sure. We did see her typing. As helpful as that is. Butterfly effects divergence. Butterfly effect definitely comes into play with time travel shows. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Then okay. I'm pretty sure her messages said they were from 2011, so if that's the case, then she is confirmed to be a time traveler. Unless I misread that, which is possible. And unfortunately, we are still interacting with Suzuha, which still concerns me. I don't think she likes them coming here all the time. And again, the phone that he's not supposed to use. She's like, could you guys please stop? I'm surprised I haven't been banned yet. Yo. Unfortunately. I don't think that's true. Oh, Kurisu, yo! And yeah, there's that still. Yeah, I mean, she's not gonna be friendly with her. Looks so heavy. She doesn't like you. Which is weird to me. I'm sure we have. Right. Are other places up for... No, never mind. It's a table that's circular. Yes. Don't be like that, assistant. And let's make sure Mayori's up to date. Jokyote. Yeah, our little spy over there. You know, considering how important it's become, we should give it a better name. Yeah, that could be an issue. That's the important thing. Where good's turned is bad. Yeah, but it's not exactly... And luckily messages don't break down into jelly, that's one advantage of that. Well, that power is important. Hey. The important things. Yeah, it's not okay. Let's hear it. Excellent. Couldn't have come up with anything better myself. I liked it. Come on, guys, don't be that way. At least Mayuri... Well, do you guys got anything better? Wasn't that long. Don't mock the Chunibyo. Okay. Okay. References. Tokikaka, that's easy to remember. I can remember that. Oh, let's hear it, Mayuri. Bakutuza made. I guess it's alright. Wow. So what you're saying is you want someone to send you the D. I like it. D mail. I guess I can remember that pretty easy. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. We just gave it a name. Yeah, we're still working, figuring that out. By experimentation, we'll learn things. I'm sure you do. We should probably pay attention to the clock, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, what are you basing that off of? Mayuri, give me my banana. Most of our lab budget is going to go towards bananas, isn't it? Yeah. God damn it, guys. Let's gotta focus on the science. So grab the banana and shove it in, Kurisu. Kurisu will happily give Mayuri the banana. What kind of lab members are they? They never give her the banana. Ow. I need more of this. These two. You stop trying to interrupt that. Sure. Operation Erd. Okay, let's see how this goes. And yeah, things seem to be happening. It's very unsafe, but it's happening. So, did it do the thing? It did the thing! So yeah, we seem to be able to recreate it well enough. Are we gonna try something besides bananas? You know, maybe we could try an apple? You're just not a genius like he is. Okabe was an airhead. Yeah, it's happened before. Yeah, how exactly do the mechanics of this work? I think he just got it. A lot of snacks. I approve. I disagree. I think we could use plenty of snacks. Never catch a break. Some nice food. Some nice yogurt. What are we thinking here? I guess it does look kind of similar, but hopefully it's not made out of people. We are getting into some pretty dangerous stuff. Hopefully we don't end up regretting it. And there's Shining Finger. Yeah, that's Shining Finger, alright. I remember those legs. Wait, does she have her phone? Couldn't quite tell. No, she's got it, okay. I was worried for a second. Starting to doubt my theory there. Again with that shot. Oh, we can't communicate with him without it. Yes, because phones are important for time travel, clearly. Yeah, the camera is doing work. Oh, well, that didn't go well. He made such a great first impression, too. That's why you mustn't stray from the 2D, man. You only regret it. Please don't tell her about it. About what? Ouch. Can't afford that, we gotta buy bananas. Thank you, I guess. Yeah, you want to talk about why you hate her so much? I mean, I don't know how you could hate Best Girl like that. So something in the future. Still doesn't tell me what she did in the future either. Because it felt personal, not like some kind of job to take her out. Yeah, it's pretty important. I think you should be able to respect that. The importance of our duty. But that's gonna get in the food, though. Just gotta have a little tent above your eating area, it'll be fine. I'll buy you some new ramen. Or whatever you were eating. Phrasing. Oh? Oh yeah, Shining Finger. Yeah. How have you been? Because she can't. It's just not in her personality. That's good. Okay, what do you got for us? Okay. Right, right. Okay. She is the smart one. So that's why it cuts off, because there's a limit. Gotcha. Yeah, he just never misses an opportunity. I guess I can respect that. Yay! Time machine! It's amazing. You shut up. They haven't completed it yet. We're gonna make ours jelly proof. You better, lab members. Uh-huh. Thank you, Mayuri. You're appreciated. That was an interesting look. I guess some of the guilt for getting her involved in this, perhaps. Because he did talk about that before. Where'd your coat go, man? Your lab coat. You're not you without it. Oh god. Just got sucked in that tight hole down there. What happens when you take your clothes off? It's kind of inevitable. Oof. Uh-huh. Well, this is interesting. Is he becoming enlightened here? An end always exists. Oh god, the jelly. Huh. So was he time traveling there? But, you know. Mustn't turn back. It's still August 2010. I'm definitely gonna go back to the beginning and check out, make sure I saw that correctly. Shining Fingers messaged me from 2011. This is a big thing to make sure you don't get wrong. Huh. So... he's right there, just talk to him. Hey, but I think we may have went back in time just now. I had to go back to the dates to make sure. Because I remember the month, I didn't quite remember the day when it said it earlier, like before the last time. Because it seems familiar. Because she has the phone. That's how she talks. Yeah, that's quite a bit easier. I'm not sure if we should. Like, I don't distrust her the way I distrust Suzuha, but I still would rather minimize how many people we show our very secret stuff to, just in general. But I guess, you know, she's part of this, so it's fine. Or does she hope to get out of this? But just looking at it shouldn't help her too much. I mean, I don't know, maybe it will. I'm pretty sure I took a picture of you earlier, didn't she? Like a while ago? Yeah, so it's the 3rd right now. August 3rd. We're not really gonna load it to her, are we? I don't want to do that. I think we should not do that. Yeah, this is pretty important. The most I could agree to is letting her use it here. Yeah, who's the original owner, though? Like, because there was an original before that, too. Guten Morgen to you, too. Yeah. Okay, so maybe we didn't go back in time, I don't know. We just saw time travel visuals right before this, so I thought maybe. Yeah, maybe we should watch what we say in front of her. Yeah, like, this is some pretty secret stuff, guys. Smooth. And somebody else is gonna say the same thing, isn't she? God damn it, Myri. Not in front of guests. Yeah, this is a lost cause. Just out in the open. Yeah, because our lab is not exactly great at secrets. FB. What's FB? It's not Facebook. I hope not, at least. Fierce Battle. Fire Brothers. Fate Battle. Oh, really? Oh. I mean, I don't really have too much of a problem with that, but I somehow didn't expect that. Like, Kurisu I expected to be a lab member. Did not expect her, but I am okay with it. I mean, I guess it's fine. Hopefully we don't regret that. I don't think she's gonna betray us the same way I expect Suzuha to, so I guess that's fine. I mean, yeah, I guess we could use more lab members. We already spilled all the beans to her, so why not? So everyone walks to the door, was like, hey, yeah, time travel stuff we're doing, right? That's great, isn't it? Just like, come on, guys, really? We're like looking into top secrets, conspiracy stuff, and you're just letting anyone know about just all of our plans. I mean, Kyoma does it too. Like outside the lab, he's probably even worse. Like he just, talked to Suzuha about it. But I need some water. It's really freaking hot in here. Anyway, yeah, just gonna end this off. Well, end that thing. Okay, so that was the 6th episode of Steins Gate. Okay, so like I said, I went back to check the dates of the messages on Kyuu's phone from the beginning, and I was wrong. He did not say 2011. The only reason I thought that was because the time of day was like 11 something. That's what threw me off. Okay, I just want to make sure because I wouldn't put it past the show to put in like subtle hints like that, just dates being somewhere to let you know. Because if she had messages from the future, that would be a straight up evidence that she came from the future. But no, that was not a thing. That was not a thing at all. So that's good to know. One thing I did realize by going back though, because she was clearly messaging with someone, it's clearly pretty important. We have a lot of messages from the same person, like minutes apart from each other. And I did see the letters FB on those. So. And she said FB near the end of the episode, so clearly it stands for something important. It's somebody important. I don't know what that could stand for at all, but clearly it's somebody she's in communication with. And yeah, because I think she said it in reference to the IBM thing and like where it came from. I think that's what she said it in reference to. Again, I'll double check that real quick. Yeah, she said it around the time when we were talking about the origin of the machine. Because he said something about where it came from, the origin, and she responded to that, and he, clarified what he meant, but not too long after that, she said the FB thing. So, that's gotta be who it came from initially, but that wouldn't stand for John Titor or anything like that, obviously, so I am curious exactly what this FB thing is, because it seems to be the person she was talking to before, so clearly somebody important, and we know that the IBM came to the place most likely from somebody from the future because it was like well in advance they knew somebody would eventually come for it, so having implications that it came from somebody from the future, and if that's in person somebody that she's talking to, then that would imply that she's somebody from the future as well, right? And she does definitely want the IBM, so I'm kind of just curious how all this connects to each other, because if she's in contact with a person that left it behind and she wants it, wouldn't she just get it from them rather than it going to Kyoma? I don't know. I'm still really confused on a lot of this stuff. It's not quite coming together in my head. But she did become a lab member, so, I'm sure we'll figure out more going forward on all that stuff. Anyway, let's move to something else. Now, we have made really good progress on the whole time travel machine thing. We've got some stuff figured out about, the phone, the time, and kind of just getting a bit more control over it. Kurisu's starting to really get into it, even after we said, hey, stop doing that, she's like, just one more time. So, yeah, this made pretty good progress on the Kurisu enthusiasm for our work, for sure. And we also came up with a good name for it, D-Mail. We had quite a lot of fun with our little discussion on the name, but I guess that's what we came up with in the end, so yeah, it's pretty easy to remember. And yeah, I guess the reason that it cuts off is because there's a character limit, kind of like a website might have. Just the laws of physics have a character limit as well. Just fair enough. So that's a thing. So that's good to know. That's why it gets cut off. And yeah, we know how to control how far it goes, how far it goes as well. We have that level of control too. Haven't made much progress on non-gellifying stuff. Like, we're still very much doing it like digitally because, like I said, with the electronic messages, there's no risk of that breaking down molecularly. So, that's where our focus is right now. We're probably, I don't know if we're ever going to move on to more, because, human experimentation sounds horrible, so I can't imagine us doing that. So, but also clearly we get into some people time travel working at some point, so yeah, I'm not quite sure how that will work in regards to our team, who probably doesn't want to have human experimentation, but we still want to, like, perfect the machine. Like, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, really, but for now it's okay. We're still working with the messages. The part of the episode around 9 minutes or so was great when they were preparing to do the experiments. Just a lot of little fun gags throughout, the whole put the banana in thing is always a amusing classic. Kurisu bumping her head against the thing, the clumsy girl appeal, and then we had some irony Kurisu, comforting, some head rubbing, and then some Yuri comments about that. Just there was a lot of really great just humor elements kind of woven into one really well coherent little bit there. I quite like that. I don't know, I thought that the whole thing was pretty great. I'm convinced that this lab is just full of perverts with the exception of Mayuri. I think that's kind of the biggest takeaway from that overall scene. But yeah, they do seem to be making pretty good progress, just as much as could be expected, really. But there's still some concerns on Kyoma's mind, because what we're doing is a pretty big deal. Certain organization, we're hacking into their stuff, so there's some risk about that. We're messing with forces beyond our comprehension and time travel in general. He's getting people like Mayuri kind of roped into this, so if it does get dangerous, they're going to be involved. So I do feel like Kyoma probably has a lot of thoughts in his head about a lot of the stuff, for sure. And yeah, Kyuu, I'm not sure what I want to call her. Like, he calls her Shining Finger. They also call her Kyuu, which is her family name, but she's also Moeka, which I kind of like that name. So I'm really not sure what I want to call her. But we got a lot of shots of her legs. I don't know if that has any kind of overall plot relevance, but it happened often enough where I almost consider it. And yeah, Deru had a pretty good interaction with her. Just, I don't think she liked him very much. I think it's just because she's shy, though, more than anything. And Suzuha, Suzuha, it's so frustrating, because I've talked about this before, so I don't really want to go into it too much, but I love her voice actress so much, and whenever I hear her talk, I think of all the characters that I love of that voice, and then I see her, who I don't like and I don't trust, and it bothers me. It bothers me so much. Like, I always have that up and down little emotional roller coaster of a reaction every time she's on screen. It's rough to deal with. And she also hates Kurisu, which, Kurisu is my favorite character, and that adds on to me not liking Suzuha too much. But the poor Mr. Braun, he doesn't like the roof shaking and getting stuff into his food, which I don't blame the guy. Like, maybe we should... I don't really know what we could do to minimize that problem, though. We can't really move this somewhere else because it's supposed to be secret. We can't just do it out in the open, so... Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. I guess... is he always down there? Maybe we could wait till he's out of the house to do our experiments. But I don't know if the time would really line up with that, so I don't know. But he's really not happy with what we're doing up there. Just the consistent earthquake from upstairs. Nobody would be happy about that. So I definitely get it. So the scene where Kyoma was getting all excited and everyone kind of brought him back down a level. This was an interesting scene, mostly because of the whole Mayuri thing. Because, he's getting a little bit upset that everyone's kind of, getting down on him when he's trying to get all excited about developing the time machine and all that. And Mayuri says something here. I'm glad your experiments worked. And she just has her usual kind of, really happy smile, Just some really pure, innocent encouragement, from Mayuri. And but what was more interesting than that was Kyoma's reaction to it. Like, I think this is the most range of emotion we've ever seen on his face in just like one bit. Because he initially seemed, pretty happy, a little bit happy, like, because she was saying something positive to him. Because you see him kind of light up from that. But like pretty much right afterwards, you see him wrinkle, furrow his brows and cast his eyes to the side. So yeah, pretty much like he was a little bit happy for that, but at the same time, there's some more negative emotions, which I'm not sure about the depth of that. If it's just as simple as getting her roped into his own things, and whatever, like I said, whatever consequences he has to deal with that will also involve Mayuri, and that would be pretty horrible. And it was right after that we also got this weird visual of what seems to me like some time travel, because we see the black hole, which has already been mentioned as being the time travel thing. And as he was going through there, he became jelly, very reminiscent of the time travel. So that's a thing. And as far as the voice that he was hearing, I'm not exactly sure what to make of that. It was honestly trying to give him some kind of information about, time and space and the universe and stuff like that. But I'm not really sure what to make of it overall. I'm not sure if this is just like an imagination segment, or if it's just his first experience time traveling. But I'm not quite sure, really. But right afterwards, it gave us a date, which makes me think he did travel through time. So let's take a look at what the date actually is, because that's pretty important. Because before the scene, he made a big deal out of it being August 2nd, which at the time I didn't quite get the day that he mentioned. I remember he mentioned it being August, but since I'm going through it again, I now know that he said it was the 2nd. which of course is the same day from the messages that Kyuu had in the very beginning of the episode. So yeah, right after that we have this new date, 2010 August 3rd, so like the day afterwards. Okay, so it looks like we're going forward in time, which could just be natural time progression, obviously. But, you know, who knows? Anyway, it was after that that Moeka, Kyuu, Shining Finger, whatever you want to call her, she just kind of just shows up because she knows he has the machine and she wants to check it out. Seemingly wants to use it as well. And we still know very little about what she really wants out of that. She clearly is associated with someone who goes by FB. Still no idea what that stands for, like at all. Freedom Battler? I don't know. Like, I really don't think we've had anyone in the show so far with those initials, so no clue at all. But I think it's pretty heavily implied that it's the person that gave Kyoma the machine, or arranged for him to be able to get it. But I'm not even sure on that really, so there's still so much that I don't know. But we do have Kyuu as our new member of the lab, so I wonder if she'll be the last member. Hopefully we don't have Suzuha as a member, because I talked about betrayal before, but I guess you couldn't really betray him unless he gave her a position in our lab, so when you think about it like that, I guess it's probably inevitable that she becomes a lab member too, and then we'll have that betrayal scenes like, hey, I'm working for CERN, I was a spy the whole time, just, yeah, we probably could have that at some point. We're probably going to have that at some point. Just, like I said, hopefully things don't get too bad when it does happen, because that's my biggest concern. Because when you stumble upon a conspiracy like this, they sometimes want to eliminate everyone involved, but it's like the show can't have that bad of an ending, so that can't quite happen like that. So I don't know. I imagine that being where Kyoma, well, we as the audience see Kyoma time travel for the first time, because in a time travel show you can have a really bad end and then just, you know, undo it, or at least try to. So I don't know. I'm just really curious how things will go, and when, because shit will have to hit the fan eventually. I'm just kind of curious how it will go. Really is my thing, because Suzuha's continued to give us hints every single episode that she's not trustworthy, that she's suspicious, that there's a lot going on with her. In this episode, when they were talking about her thing with Kurisu, she said she doesn't know her from the past, obvious implication being she knows her from the future. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, I really don't have anything more to say on the episode, so I'll probably just end this off here. But things are definitely moving forward with our new lab member, so we'll see what comes of that. So thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.